Time running out here on the play clock. And now here's a carry heading left. They find some open field here. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20, and the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
While we know that the identity of this offense is to throw the ball, they've got to run it every so often, and for no other reason.
A big seam, and he might go all the way. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great effort there with touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Jags have taken the early lead. And he's able to put it through. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting room. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
The completion good for 3, and it's second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Here's Locke. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
Gerald McCoy is always going to be linked with Ndamukong Suh. They came into the NFL in the same draft class. There was a lot of debate about who was going to be the better defensive tackle. They just do it 2 different ways. McCoy, more movement, more elusiveness. That allowed him to make the play there for a short game.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Jags grab it. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Fournette, a first down carry. Finding room to the 20. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old...
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great play there, becoming just the second player with 30 touchdowns in a single year. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Joey Bosa in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. On second down, here's Locke. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Malik Jackson in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Luck and the Colts looking for something big here after the sack. This is 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Luck. He's going to fire one deep over into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
He's able to get 6, a nice pickup down to the 21.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal. They'll try to run forward with Fournette. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. To throw, it's Mahomes being chased out left. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
I think we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play.
And he's in for the score, and his spectacular season continues as he ties the NFL touchdown record.
He is phenomenal.
He's on pace now for 12 rushing touchdowns, and I think he's making fantasy owners smile.
I think you've got to change something on defense, don't you? I mean, we often talk about using a spy on a quarterback who has the ability to run and maneuver outside of the pocket. Maybe they need to change that to spying him, because this many touchdowns this early, that is demoralizing for a defense. One guy breaking them down.
And the Colts getting ready to go. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here. But you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. A shotgun snap for Luck. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. 23 yards on the play. On first down, Luck. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Here's Luck now on 2nd down. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. On 4th down, Luck. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. The decision to go for it pays off, and now they're set up 1st and goal. Throwing is Luck. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal. Well, this is how you start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
To throw is Luck. And this one's incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. So this will be the 9th play on this drive. Now Luck on 3rd and goal. This will be caught just inside the 10. Losing 9 yards there. And it also brings up 4th. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
It's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
Yeah, now they're just looking to add to that total. They go play action. Now Mahomes. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Barkevious Mingo in there to get him. And that's sack number 12 for him on the year. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. They go play fake. Mahomes. He's going to look deep down and got his man complete. And a big 32-yard play on 3rd. So that connection with Brown came on the post route.
And he makes you question yourself as a scout, doesn't he? He's a 6th-round pick. I mean, his level of play is a first-round, top 10, top 5 pick. He's been that impressive in his ability to run all routes, but I think he likes going to the post and catch it because that usually results in a big play.
It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Mahomes now to throw. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. So 1:55 to go in the first half. We'll come back to Indianapolis right after this. Let's see if they can convert here on 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. The ball still a few inches shy of the marker after the 3-yard run, so now a little soul-searching on 4th down. Now here's Mahomes. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Colts are going to take over with a football. Now the Colts offense gets ready to head back on the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super tough.
On 1st and 10, Locke. Throw left side complete. It's Graves. And he's going to get this one down right to the edge of the red zone to the chalk of the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Over the middle, complete. That's Doyle. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down because when you run a drag route against zone.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Jaguars getting set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So 2nd and 10 here. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Going up top. That's caught inside the 20. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest, as we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Yeah, some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll make it a second down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. A handoff as they run the counter play. He finds an opening past the 40, and he goes out of bounds across the 40-yard line. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down.
So much for halftime adjustments by the defense, because you know they had to talk about it. The entire first half, they struggled to contain him. And here he is coming out in the second half and establishing the same tone. Still running the football with authority, still gaining big yardage. So I just figure on the offensive side, they said, well, there is no adjustment. Until they slow us down, keep going out and keep handing him the football.
To throw on second down is Locke. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Malik Jackson in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Luck and the Colts looking for something big here after the sack. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, here's Locke. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Doyle. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down. Luck on first down. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it second down. 4 yards remaining now on second down. They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And he gets it down to the 32. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a second. Now it's Luck off the bootleg. And this is incomplete. He was looking for Dante Moncrief that time. And it's 3rd down.
That one didn't quite make it to the target, but that's not always a function of the strength of the arm of the quarterback, is it? Sometimes there's just too much pressure there. In any case, the ball doesn't arrive.
The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Luck drops it underneath to Elliott. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And this one is right down the middle. And that'll make this an 8-point game. So he splits the uprights there, and I would imagine it's nice as a kicker. Right when it leaves your foot, you know it's good.
Yeah, it's kind of like a golfer that picks up his tee after a nice drive without even watching it land.
Solid analogy. I like it. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Partner, I think there's a lesson there. Some days you're just having a really tough time, and for the defense, today has been that day. But after that play, what do you learn? You can still make plays even when the other guy's having success against you.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle.
Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Here we go. 4th down, Mahomes. And this is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And now the football is going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. And a great spot to start this drive from here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
Here's Luck. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Space to maneuver at the 40. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 45. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Fournette on the counter. Fournette fighting through. And he'll get this across midfield to the 48. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Now Leonard Fournette. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. On 3rd down, Fournette. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And some space here. That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again.
Back now here on EA Sports. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Fournette, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. And the offense readies for play number 10 of this series. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
And there's a nice stop for the defense. They've had a tough time containing this guy all game long, but maybe they can build a little bit off of that play, a little bit of confidence, a little bit of momentum. Yeah, every now and then you can actually tackle that guy.
Now, the offense not going anywhere. They're staying out there. They've converted once already on this drive. Here they go again on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Julio Jones. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. And the lead will grow by 1 more. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And the Colts coming out now. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3-and-out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
They run the counter now on first down. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A gain of 6 there on first.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And he's going to go out of bounds, taking it down inside the 25. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. To the air again, Luck. Throw left side complete. That's Doyle. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Luck throwing again. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. The Colts on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the 1st. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. And a new set of downs here after picking up the 1st on the ground. A shotgun snap for Luck. And he is caught at the 7-yard line. The passing game for the Colts finding its stride, another 1st down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Elliott, nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. So stuff from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
And the offense here just looking to stay in bounds, complete the short passes, and put this game on ice. They begin with a run by Fournette. And he'll be taken down at the 18. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. On second down, here's Fournette. And down he'll go at the 25. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. A handoff to Fournette. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Here's a give to Fournette, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left. The Jaguars on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 4. Mahomes to throw. Looking downfield for Jones. And this will be caught at the 30. A big play that time for Jacksonville. And even 40 yards.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Again, it's Fournette. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle at the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Dancing to his left. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Jabal Sheard in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. The offense staying out there. They're at 50%, 2 for 4 thus far in the game. What can they do here on 4th down? To throw is Mahomes. He sets to fire deep. And it's incomplete. They're still throwing to the very end. But now this game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Jags, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they'll head back home next week to take on the Houston Texans. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, it's their first stumble of the season as they'll dip to 8-1 on the year. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Nashville. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody.